Well, can these old men chill the hots that Dr. T has for us? Because that man is always after us. I feel like he might have a little crush. That's right, Cryobombardiers are back to play, and it feels like they were here not too long ago, to be honest. I think back in December, actually, so only a few months. They're a fun troop. Are they an amazing troop? Yeah, debatable, but they're a fun troop. And, I was going to do a Clash video today, but you know what? It is Valentine's Day. And I hope you all have a wonderful Valentine's Day, or that you have had one by the time this video comes out. And as the resident dweller of the underworld, Dark Anubis, I extend greetings and hope that all of you would be my Valentine on this wonderful day. Regardless of that, we are here, and I had to spend the Valentine's Day with my first true love. That's right, the Boom Beach itself. I do apologize for the finickiness of the starting of the video. We weren't sure what we wanted to use today. We are going with Old Reliable, the main OG account that started it all for us. That's right, Dark Anubis 00. And that is the account we're going to be using. So there are also special offers in the shop for you guys. Nothing super crazy, but like I said, it's cheap offers of free extra builders. So if you guys feel like grinding a little bit for a day to get 2 builders going, I highly recommend it. There's also, of course, the mysterious vaulted items, or whatever you want to call them. I'm not sure I agree with that deal, but if it tickles your fancy to spend money, so be it. We don't condone such things if you do not feel so. So as per usual, though, here we are. Another wonderful video. In today's video, we are looking at Cryobombardiers, and I don't know that this will be a strictly Grenadiers max video, because we have finally maxed that troop out, but we're going to show them off a little bit. I think we'll still eventually in the future do a full-on video of max Grenadiers to kind of show off their power, but we're just kind of doing a little bit of fun today. Nothing crazy. Taking on Dr. T, talking a little bit about the Cryobombardiers, and spending this wonderful day with you guys. Because if you have no one else to spend it with, you have to spend it with me, because it means the world to me. So, boosting up that resource statue. And pretty much in this video, I want to talk about a couple different things. First off, hopefully y'all's warship season. That's right, we're doing it earlier in this video. Hopefully all warship season 55 is going wonderfully. I messed up, folks. I'm not going to lie to you. I was doing really well this season. We'll probably still do a stream tomorrow, but don't hold me quite to it. If we do, it will be Thursday, February 15th. Because I forgot to do my chest collecting the day of, or the day prior to the Super Bowl. And when I say I partied hard in the Super Bowl, that's an understatement. So we went 6-6, and we kind of never got back on track. So it's been a few days that we've had 6-6 chest. So we're very far behind the curb. So whether or not we continue with the season, I don't know, we'll see. We might still do a stream tomorrow, but I don't think there's any chance at this point that we can hit diamond, unless we continue to really push hard this weekend. And honestly, I'm not that kind of person. I have way too much stuff going on. But regardless of that, I've seen a lot of amazing people doing amazing things this season, and I hope a season like this comes back, because I've very much enjoyed it. I like what the developers are doing with the state of warships, and trying out different things every season and making it feel new and awry. So much appreciation to them. Huge shout out to Supercell for caring about their redheaded stepchild just a little bit. So we appreciate that. Now that that's out of the way, because of course we're not warship streamers, well, I appreciate all the content on the channel that you guys have been supporting. That being said, we do have 2 polls up, and I will put them in post-editing right here as I'm talking about them. Yeah, all you have to do is go to the channel, the community tab, and you'll see the 2 different polls. They're the last 2 posts that have been on our channel. One is going to talk about the co-op gaming that the missus and I have been talking about. There are 4 options. You can kind of read through the post, and like I said, I'll do a little snapshot on the screen here talking about it, or showing it, I should say, about what the next co-op game that we can do. As you guys know, our co-op Fridays is what we'll call them, is pretty much when we do them. So whatever you guys choose to do, it'll probably be, we're going to aim for next Friday during the off season of warships. So not this Friday the 16th, but next Friday the 23rd, I think is what it is. So for whatever it gets picked, like I said, we'll still go a few more days with that. Also, the other one, which will probably already have been popped up in the video, we'll be talking about the next Clash of Clans account. So, I know this is Boom Beach, but I gotta talk about Clash at least a little bit. We're about to hit Town Hall 10. Spoiler. So once we do, I'm going to start another Clash of Clans account, trying something a little bit different. So there's a poll in there as well if you're a Clasher or a Boomer / Clasher or someone who just enjoys watching the content. Be sure to vote in both of those polls. Like I said, kind of get that engagement, see what people are interested in for the channel, and that's kind of what we'll push towards. So enough of that. We are here with the Cryobombardiers. I'm going to be honest with you. I love prototype troops. I can tell you guys all the time. I love anything that is new, different. I know they're not new, they've been in the game before, but it shakes it up a little bit. You have a little bit of fun. But I do have some beef with Cryobombardiers. Later in this video, you're going to see it, and we'll talk about it. But as of always, our shameless shout out, make sure you crush the like button. Subscribe to the channel. So close, so very close to the 500 subscribers, folks. We are climbing up. If you are one of those people that just likes to lurk, isn't sure if you want to really subscribe to the channel, it is free. It costs you nothing, but you want to know what? It means the world to me. And as your Valentine today, that is all I ask, is that you sub to the channel, because it would mean everything to me. And turn on those bell notifications for all of the shenanigans that we do on this channel, whether it's Boom Beach, whether it's Clash of Clans, whether it's Among Us, whether it's co-op gaming, whether it's whatever the heck else we decide to choose to do on this channel, because it ain't going nowhere until I stop having fun. And we are just getting started. Like I said, there's so much more to do on the channel, so much more stuff that I want to show. And I'm going to try to make this channel something very unique, I believe, in YouTube space, because, well, you know what, I won't spoil it too much. Subscribe to the channel if you want to find out what we plan on doing on this sucker, because it's going to be a banger, I promise. Maybe not Mr. Beast banger, but it'll be something at least. Either way, so that's all that. Talking about Cryobombardiers again, I do have a little bit of flake with these guys. They have a very, very strange targeting system. I can best describe it as kind of being like the Scorcher's targeting system, where they just want to freeze everything. And that sometimes means making stupid decisions and moving in places that they shouldn't to, like a prime example right here where I almost lost them all in this hit. You're going to see it very vividly at the end of the video when I kind of show off an operations hit and just the weirdness that they do in their target selection and stuff like that. If you're not controlling them with flares, they are kind of going to go off and do their own thing. And because they have a very low health pool, even lower than usual normal bombardiers, it makes it very difficult to prevent them from dying. So I suggest having a tanking troop that kind of stays in front of them at all times. I think they probably match better with Scorchers than normal bombardiers do, to be honest. I know normal bombardiers you really like to use with mechs, but I think Scorchers could actually work with these guys, because they like to walk up in all kinds of weird places. As long as the Scorchers stay in front, which most of the time they do, they actually probably wouldn't be too bad. So maybe that's a video we'll do later in the week, kind of showing off a fire and ice combo, so to say, and see how well that does for us. But in this video, we're kind of just showing off that even though they're not the greatest thing in the world, they can still get it done. And even with Grenadiers, we can kind of just wipe out this whole base. And that, I guess, that more attests to the fact that this is what happens when you have max troops and you're HQ 25, and it makes sense why some people kind of get, I guess, bored with the game, because it just feels like it's too simple. I don't know, I personally still enjoy it. Nothing's gonna make me stop enjoying main island content. As you guys know, we love our main island, our crab content, all that good stuff. Operations, warships is really just secondary for us. And I guess that kind of translates over to the other games that we play, such as Clash of Clans. You have the Builder Hall, which you guys have not really seen any content on, and we'll probably try some content on it, but it won't be the main part of our Clash lives or whatever the case is, just because we enjoy the main island stuff, or the main village stuff in that aspects. So, it's just stuff I enjoy. Nothing against warships. I do enjoy warships from time to time, but I just don't feel like I have the time, or the, what's the word I'm looking for? Strategic-oriented mind, we'll call it. Kind of a weird, big way of saying it. To stay stuck in warships and push points and to have the meta paths and all that crazy stuff. as you guys know, on this channel, we are casual players. We're here to have fun. If we can make some waves in the process, that's totally cool too, but no tsunami is coming out of me besides the tsunami of having fun and enjoying what we do, playing these wonderful games with all of you wonderful pleb gamers. That's right, I called y'all out for it, but only because I myself am but a pleb gamer, so as long as we can be pleb gamers together, that's all that matters. Perfect synergy, as all things should be. Just going into stage 7 here, nothing crazy. Like I said, the biggest, I guess, threat is boom cannons and rocket launchers. Are not what? Yeah, I just said that right. Yeah, boom cannons and rocket launchers. I thought I said that wrong. I second guessed myself. Kind of the biggest threats because they're the big things that'll hit and kill basically all of your troops. The sniper towers do sometimes ping off some of the grenadiers, but it's nothing super insane. We decided to use brick because why not? I mean, we could have used, I guess, really any hero and probably would have been fine. Maybe average spark would have been a little bit odd, but I think regardless, any hero we would have been totally fine with. Brick does a little bit of damage, but then she dies off because she gets so damn close to all of the defenses, so not a huge deal. But as you can see, it's not really mattering. We are going to end stage 7 with very few troops, but as you'll be able to see, it does not really matter. We're still going to get the job done regardless of all that, so. But yeah, that's kind of the updates, I guess you can call, for the channel and things that we have going on. I know the Boom Beach content has felt a little bit less, but it's kind of been a little bit weird with the channel of having to swap between Boom Beach and Clash. Unfortunately, the YouTube's algorithm is very unforgiving with changing up content sporadically. It's not going to stop me from doing it. I'll still do it. I just have to find a way to play the game so that my channel can continue to be shown on some of the folks who are missing out on the amazing gameplay that we present here to y'all. So it's kind of the name of the game. But like I said, I've always wanted my channel to be variety. And when I say variety, I mean variety, folks. In the coming months and years, as long as I continue to do stuff, there's going to be all kinds of crazy things on this channel, even stuff that's not gaming related. I don't want to spoil too much because, like I said, life changes, things happen, but I really want to give a channel and an outlet that allows people, I guess, to, in a sense, live vicariously through me. That may sound sort of weird to talk about, but I feel like some people just enjoy seeing other people do things, or maybe taking up hobbies that maybe they want to take, and showing that you don't have to be an expert in anything or the master of any trade to be able to enjoy and do whatever you want to do. So that's kind of what I want to present this channel as, doing all kinds of different stuff. I have myself a tech background, so I would love to do tech stuff at some point on this channel, some type of IT stuff, but all kinds of other things. Like I said, I don't want to spoil anything, and I don't want to promise anything, because things do happen, but be aware of that as we start to grow, and if things continue to push forward, then sky is really the limit for the channel. So, but yeah, all that being said, we're going to upgrade our sniper tower. I do have one more, but I'm not going to make this video 30 minutes long by any means. I could, no need to. We'll do a little bit of grinding off stream. But before we leave, I wanted to show this off. First off, this is our what we call unopposed / solo / MBC story mode, or whatever you want to call it is. Mr. Zedmon makes an amazing video talking about how to do this to your account. It's all about unlocking particular clouds. If you guys are interested, ask in the comments. I'll post his video on there or in the description of the video, or whatever the case is. So if you guys are curious to see how to do this, it's pretty fun. Kind of a throwaway bullcrap account, you can call it, but I wanted to show off kind of just the weirdness that these guys do in this Operation Hit, because I think it perfectly shows how you have to be so very careful with these Cryobombardiers and kind of what they do. This is, of course, upper lip, so very low end operation, because it's more of like a med to low level task force. Mini Nova, if anybody's interested or starting out in the game of Boom Beach, feel free to send a message or whatever the case is, and there's always room to be had there, so something if you guys are interested in. But as you can see here, this Bombardier decides to walk out, which is totally fine. Like I said, Bombardiers are trying to freeze as much as possible. which is totally cool. But then this guy decides to step up again. Now he is in the middle of hitting that boom cannon and says, you know what, you're frozen enough, I'm gonna pop over to something new. And then this bombardier goes back to swapping between both the boom cannon and the critter launcher. We had this guy pop up way further than he needed to go, which basically activated that critter launcher. And then I basically have lost 4 of my bombardiers already, which is basically 2 boats because of this low level. We had to drop our Zukas just to kind of clear some mines and get rid of that one critter that ended up spawning another critter, unfortunately. So we then drop another set of them because we're trying to do a slow grind here, not go too crazy. So far it looks okay. I think it doesn't get too insane at this point, but I think at some point they do kind of do another weird mechanic here. I'm trying to see. This guy definitely has a possibility to step on a mine and absolutely eat dookie. Oh my god. Oh, there it goes. Just kidding. But yeah, then this guy, for whatever reason, the Cryobombardier decided he wanted to go for the core rather than for the sniper tower. Why that happened, I don't know. As you just saw, another one literally went all the way up, almost killing himself to, I think, a machine gun. Then this guy goes into the critter range, and it's just, like I said, I think the whole purpose of them is to try to keep things frozen. Very annoying, but we'll continue to work it out and see if we can make a video about it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. As always, there's only one way we know how to say goodbye here. I am the resident dweller within the world, the casual player's player, the David to Max Player's Goliath. You'll have a wonderful Valentine's Day, and I will catch you all probably tomorrow with a COC video. Dark Anubis, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.